afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be with you today. My name is Julie. I'm the director of the French Tech Mission. French Tech Mission is a public organization. We support the growth of French startups in France, abroad. Maybe a few words about French startups. We have more than 18 startups everywhere in France. 56% of them are based outside of Paris. They create almost than 500,000 direct jobs everywhere. We innovate in many fields, but the key sectors are industry, deep tech, medtech, green tech, AI, of course, quantum, and space tech as well. What makes our public organization so special? We design our own program to support startups. For example, we have a program called Next 40 120. This program supports the most promising French startups. We have the French Tech 2030 to support deep tech startups and many other programs. And yes, maybe last few words about French Tech. What is also important is that we work hand in hand with thousands of entrepreneurs everywhere in the world through our French Tech communities. And I'm lucky to be with Julien from the SNCF Group. Julien, could you share your vision of AI and your vision of the transformation of SNCF?
Yes, of course, and good afternoon, everyone. Glad to be with you. For SNCF, digital technology has always been a driving force. Let me remind you, voyagesncf.com was born in the late 90s at the same time as Google. So digital is not new for us, of course. It's part of our DNA. We began this journey 30 years ago. So today, it's everywhere. It's an enhanced tool for our employees and a concrete part of the services we deliver to our customers. In our industry, in our stations, across the whole network, digital is already a daily reality at SNCF. And yes, today, SNCF's operations are already infused with AI. So very concretely, digital technologies and AI are accelerating breakthrough across the group and especially in specific fields. For example, quality of life at work for knowledge management, easier access, effectiveness, less complexity. On employee and customer safety, for example, in training with AR, VR, in detection, in limiting outages or predictive maintenance, of course, and improving also the network reliability, for example, with IoT or video intelligence. So with all that, we can also enhance passenger information with real-time push adaptation to this information. So we fully embrace technology today at SNCF. And because to be a leader in mobility, we think that we must be a leader in tech as well. So, of course, we don't do this alone. We need an ecosystem. We need to work with researchers. And, for example, we've got partnerships with universities, with schools, with École Polytechnique. We are working with major industrial partners and also startups. So, at SNCF, we are proud to be part of a movement that's transforming this ecosystem and to dive deeper into this vision and how you can be part of that. I'll now pass the mic to Julie. Julie, could you walk us through the French Tech Mission's role in scaling those initiatives?
Yeah, sure. Interestingly, the relationship between startups and corporates have been multiplied by 10 the last 4 years. So how do we contribute with the French Tech Mission? We launched a program called I Choose French Tech. This program is not a program anymore. I would say it's now a movement because we work with a lot of corporates such as SNCF, Orange, and many others. We work with partners and also with public organizations to bring more businesses to startups. And to do so, we organize matchmaking events, training, and we have a common vision, I would say. And this vision is very important. Our ambition is huge because we would like to double the purchase of innovative solutions from public organizations and corporates. Maybe, Julien, I would say first thank you because I have to say SNCF was one of the first corporates to join this program.
Yeah, that's true.
Could you share with the room why you choose to join this movement? Why do you think it's important to work with startups to innovate?
Because as I said, we need an ecosystem in order to innovate, to have better solutions for our customers. And at SNCF, our relationship with startups is serious business. We integrate them into our digital ecosystem in two complementary ways. The first one is our corporate fund, 574 Invest, it's its name, because it's the speed record of TGV. And we don't just provide capital. We invest to help startups to grow, but to create real synergies with our businesses and far beyond a simple POC. So, for example, we already have great success stories with many startups. I can talk about three of them. Fairline, a resale as a service platform, and it's enabling ticket resale for Huguet, for example. We also invest in 22, AI-powered video intelligence and analyzing flows in our stations. And we also invest in Electra, a network of ultra-fast EV charging, and it's important for a mobility group as SNCF. The second mean is the operational side, and we are a committed buyer to the French tech. We work with almost 400 startups of the French tech, and our standing with them is not growing since 3 consecutive years, and we are spending more than 100 million euros to the French tech startups. So it's quite massive, and we are an important player, but it's a huge lever for us, for our transformation, for our innovation. So maybe we work with startups on the national side, but also on a regional side. So our regional partnerships are also a perfect example. So how SNCF can invest locally, how we collaborate locally with startups to drive innovation across France, across all our services. So, Julie, maybe you could share as well how the French Tech Mission connects these local successes through France.
Yeah, sure. Like I said a bit earlier, we are lucky enough to work with entrepreneurs, thousands of entrepreneurs everywhere, through the French Tech communities. We have 48 communities everywhere in France and 66 in different countries. All these communities are involved to help and support startups. They connect them to investors. They help them to find more clients. They are part of the economic life in their area, in their country. So for us, this community are very important for our startups, but it seems it's also a way to innovate for corporates. Could you give maybe to the room some example of concrete collaboration?
Yeah, as I said, we are present everywhere in France. We've got 4 major hubs: Île-de-France, Nantes, Lyon, Lille. But we are everywhere. So, for example, we're working with Inuit Studio to develop a remote host solution for small station, improving passenger assistance through innovative technology. We also partnered with Alp Valley, a Savoyard startup, to deploy interactive kiosk featuring the iconic voice of Simon, the voice of SNCF, enhancing user experience and accessibility in station. And we use that, for example, during the Olympic Games. So with these different hubs, we make collaborations between startup and SN business units locally, but it's become real, and then give visible and impactful services for the startup as well.
Thank you, Julien. Maybe if you were to conclude, if you want to join the movement I Choose French Tech, you can start to visit the booth of the French Tech Grand Paris. You will discover 12 AI startups. And if you have more questions about the program, I'll be happy to answer, and my team is here as well. And thank you for listening.
Thank you. Thank you, Julie.